Are you looking for the best portable potty training seat? Today, I'm sharing my review of the Oxo Tot 2-in-1 Go Potty. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for baby and toddler reviews, home reviews, and practical tips for a home you'll love. When you are potty training your toddler, the thought of leaving the safe bubble of your home and going somewhere without the potty your toddler is used to is pretty scary. My son has been potty trained for a little over 2 months now, and I remember being really nervous to venture out of the house. When we first started going out, I was toting around his little potty that we use at home everywhere that we went. Anytime we left that house, that potty went in the car with us. I wanted to make sure that I had the peace of mind to know that if he needed to potty while we were driving, that I could stop and let him go without risking an accident. So after about a week, that got pretty old, bringing the potty in and out of the car every time we needed to go somewhere. And it also had the added issue of what to do with a potty full of pee sloshing around in the back of your car. Enter the Oxo Tot Go Potty. I saw this potty recommended in the potty training course that I took, but I thought it was just something extra that I could do without. After that week of toting around our home potty, I decided that it was worth a try, and we have been using it ever since. Today in my review, I'm going to share the features of this potty, the pros and cons, and my overall opinion of this travel potty. Everything I mention in this video will be linked down below in the description, so if you see something you like, click down below to grab it for yourself. First, let's look at an overview of this potty and everything that you get with it. This is the Oxo Tot 2-in-1 Go Potty. The price for this potty is currently $20.99. It's a very small and compact potty. It sits only about 5 inches off the ground and is 10 inches wide. The legs fold in for storage, sit at a 90-degree angle to be used as a standalone potty, or flip out to the sides to be used as a potty seat on an adult-sized toilet. From the storage position, the legs fold out with a snap. To use it as a potty seat, press the gray button on each leg and swing out each one to the side. To fold it in for storage, press the gray button again and fold the legs neatly underneath the potty. The potty also comes with a travel bag for storage and 3 of the disposable refill bags. Something I love about this potty is how small and compact it is. Combine that with the travel bag and this potty can go just about anywhere with you. I usually keep it in the car, but it is so small that you can pop it in a diaper bag or in the bottom of your stroller and take it wherever you go. This is especially useful at the beginning of potty training when you don't want to be far from a potty at any time. When your child says they need to go, you can stop what you are doing and let them go. This has come in handy for us countless times. At the very beginning of potty training, we took it everywhere with us. That gave us the option of using a little potty or a big potty anytime we were out and ensured that we could have success while he was learning to use the potty. Now that my son is totally potty trained, we usually leave it in the car and just use public restrooms when we are out and about. But there are times when we might be away from the restroom for an extended period of time, and then we will take it with us. So my husband and I love to go on long walks with our son. So anytime we do that, we just pop the potty in the bottom of the stroller and we can let him stop and potty at any time that he needs to go. In my opinion, the best use of this potty is as a standalone potty to be used when you are on the go away from the house. The majority of the time, I keep this potty in the car so it is ready to be used at all times whenever we are driving. I put it in the back of the car in a caddy where I also keep the extra refill bags and a pack of wipes. 98% of the time when we are using this potty, it is when we are driving around in the car, and I think that's where this potty really shines. I always have my son use the potty last thing before we leave the house, But in the process of driving around and going from place to place about our day, he usually needs to go potty when we are driving at some point. So we stop, I set it up in the back of the car for him, he goes potty, and we continue on our way. It's so nice to be able to just pull over into a parking lot or anywhere else that I can park and let him use the potty. This brings me to the disposable bags that you use with this potty. So in order to use the Go Potty as a standalone potty, you need to use it with some type of disposable bag. You place the bag over the potty and secure it in place with the flexible flaps on the sides. Then you push the rest of the bag down inside the potty. When your child is done, tie the bag up and toss it in the trash the next time you pass a trash can. A standout feature of the Oxo Tot disposable bags is that they have an absorbent pad inside of them that absorbs 50 milliliters or about 1.7 ounces of liquid. The bags are also pretty thick and leak proof, so once you tie them up, you don't have to worry about anything spilling in your car, and I've never had an issue with smell coming from them either. These bags really do work. Just the other day, I was getting my son out of the car after he had used the potty. I hadn't had a chance to tie up the bag yet, and his foot accidentally knocked the potty out of the car where it fell upside down on top of my new shoes. I took a moment to brace and compose myself for at least some of the pee to have spilled out and gotten on my shoes. But when I turned the potty over, my shoes were completely dry. Not one drop of pee spilled out of that bag. Granted, there wasn't a ton of pee in the potty, but for not even a drop to come out, I was totally shocked and impressed. Before buying the potty, I saw a lot of reviews online where people were talking about just using this potty with an old grocery bag and a paper towel folded up in the bottom. You can certainly do this, and the potty is actually designed so that you can use it with grocery bags if that's your preference or if you're in a pinch. But to me, the Oxo Tot refill bags are totally worth the money. Once you use your 3 bags that come with the potty, the refill bags are $14.99 for a 30 pack. So that comes out to about 50 cents per bag. We've had this potty for a little over 2 months, and I just used up the first refill pack that I bought. So all in all, I think these bags are totally worth it. I was already convinced that they were worth it, but after that close call the other day, I am even more convinced that 50 cents a bag is absolutely worth it. One pro parent tip that I saw on a written review of this potty is to always have a bag on the potty so it's ready to use at a moment's notice. This tip has made using this potty on the go super seamless. So every time my son uses the potty and I take the bag out, I put a fresh bag back on, then fold it up and put it in a travel bag and put it away. That way, the next time my son tells me he needs to use the potty while we are driving, I don't have to waste the time by putting a new bag on. Honestly, it's genius. One last thing I love about these disposable bags is that they make cleanup super easy. Take the bag off the potty, tie it up, and you're done. It is so much easier than using a regular toddler potty at home, and that's what you need when you are on the go. You also don't ever really need to wipe down the potty at all. When you refill the bags, you place them on top of the actual seat, so all of the cleanup is contained inside of the bag. Once you tie the bag, there's nothing else to clean up or wipe down. As I mentioned in the beginning, you can also use this potty as a potty seat on a regular toilet. We have used it like this a few times and it works pretty well. The best use of this function for us so far has been at the grandparents' houses. You have the potty in the car for when you are driving there, and then you bring it inside to use as a potty seat while you are there. That way you don't have to bring anything extra with you. Now let's talk about the possible cons of this Go Potty. first of all, is that it is a very small potty that is very close to the ground. It only sits about 5 inches above the ground, so your kid will have to get down very far to sit on this potty, and it might be pretty small for bigger kids. So you can see the difference. Here is a comparison of the size difference between the Go Potty and my son's summer infant my size potty. Personally, I don't think the small size is a big deal at all. You want it to be small enough so you can throw it in your bag or stroller and take it anywhere you go. And as your kids get bigger and older, they won't be using it as much anyway. Another possible con is that if you want to use it as a standalone potty, you have to use some kind of disposable bag. It can't just be used on its own. That means that this probably can't be your only potty for your toddler because it will get too expensive to use. However, I think that this potty really shines for on-the-go use, and I like having it in the car as a secondary potty. Overall, I am absolutely in love with this potty. In my opinion, it's a total game changer if you have a toddler who is potty trained or is potty training. I love how small and compact it is. You can literally take it anywhere with you. It has saved me from a potty emergency with my toddler more times than I can count. The disposable bags with absorbent pads make cleanup a breeze, and you don't have to worry about spills or leaks in your car. To me, this is a must-have if you have a toddler. If you like what you heard and want to get this Oxo Tot Go Potty for yourself, click down below in the description and I have the links to everything you need. If you want to learn more about the other baby and toddler products I love and use in my home, click right here for my review playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.